Welcome to the Money Mentors Podcast.
This podcast is for you. So if you have a retirement question you'd like us to address, reach out to us online anytime at matsonfinancial.com. A new University of Michigan poll finds while 2/3 of adults over the age of 50 will need some type of long-term care later in life, fewer than half are actually planning for it. So what's worse here is the majority think Medicare will cover their stay in a nursing home should they need it. I'm guessing, Corey, Laurel, there are a lot of people in for a big shock if they do, in fact, need it later in life.
Yeah, long-term care is one of those things that, in my opinion, every single person needs to plan for because it sounds weird, but it's something you can't plan for, which is why you need to plan for it. Nobody knows when it's going to happen or if it's going to happen. People think no one in my family needed it, so I won't, but you can go into long-term care because you got in a car accident. Like that, anything like that can happen, and Medicare is not going to cover it. You're typically talking about Medicaid if you can't pay for it, and if that happens, I think you can have $2,000, a house, and a car to your name before you can qualify for Medicaid. If you're married, your spouse is still healthy, what's left for them? How are they going to have the income they want to have? So long-term care is one of those things that we see completely derail a retirement plan when it happens, regardless if we were expecting it to happen or not. And that's why you need to be doing things as part of that retirement plan to prepare for it.
I mean, even looking at my grandma and grandpa, and actually it's funny, I was just showing Corey, I saw something the other day on my social media that I gave a shout out to my grandma in April of 2013. She was 89 years old, fashion forward. That's just who she's always been. And she's wearing wedges from Michael Kors, right? And I mean, in 89, she was doing all of that. And who knew the journey she would be having over these last 2 years with her and my grandpa. And recently, over the last couple months, it's been downhill fast. And so we went from independent living in a home, their own home, to independent living in a facility, to assisted living, to now memory care. Wow. And the amount of moves that you had to make because facilities availability changes all the time. The level of service and care, no matter what dollar you're spending, is vastly different. And you can hear about it from some people, but until you're in it, you don't really know. And I know some of the bills that come through with some of these different facilities, and you're talking over 10 grand a month. Wow. And the food is horrible. So it's a lot. So you need to have a plan in place. And furthermore, we offer long-term care that has flexibility with it because, like Corey said, you don't know if you will need it, but you should have something in place. So let's kind of leverage it and make sure it can do other things. So let's make sure it's a long-term care policy for you and your spouse, but at the same time, if you didn't need it, it's actually a life insurance policy that can go on to your family, right? And that's a non-taxable event, right? Passing the life insurance dollars down. So lots of different things you can do, but having a conversation, and hopefully your advisor is leading that conversation. But if they aren't, that's one of those pieces we can help you with here at Matson Financial.
I knew a couple who didn't have a long-term care plan in place, and the husband ended up needing long-term care kind of unexpectedly, and it cost them about $10,000 per month for him to be in the home that he needed to be in. And they didn't mean it bad, but he ended up passing away a few months into that long-term care. And the children of that couple, they kind of made the comment, like, it's dark, but thank goodness that he passed quick because she would have run out of money and then she wouldn't have had anything. And I don't want to pass away and have my family say, good thing he passed away quick.
Right.
So that his wife could continue on. I would much rather have a plan in place so that, that kind of thing isn't happening because it's very sad whenever we see those types of things happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, so many misconceptions out there too about, what's covered, what's not. Even if you do have things like long-term care insurance, I've seen people be confused too by their existing policies, which is why I'm so glad that you have that resource at Matson Financial Services, why you have Matt there in the office to help answer some of those questions. And these are really the tough parts of retirement planning, but it really doesn't have to be. Knowing you have these details covered can provide some of that added peace of mind when you're putting that retirement plan together. If you want to check out more about how to schedule that consultation with Matt, you can check out more on our website at matsonfinancial.com. Right there under services, we have that health solutions category. You can check out more there about Matt and his experience, and in fact, some of the things we cover when it comes to Medicare, and schedule that consultation there. Again, that's matsonfinancial.com. Now, when it comes to retirement, perhaps you're not ready to call it quits for good, but maybe semi-retirement sounds like a good starting point for you. Yahoo Finance says it's catching on with a lot of people. There are some challenges, though, to think about with semi-retirement. So, Corey, Laurel, what do you see as the pros and cons based on the people that you've worked with who've tried kind of phasing into this?
Some of the big pros are, well, one, you have another income source. So if your plan to retire maybe a little bit earlier ends up working out to where you wouldn't have enough for your money to last based on what you've saved, working part-time can take some pressure off of that and allow you to still have some income coming in, but be able to travel and relax and do those kind of things that you want to do as well. I have a lot of clients who tell me all the time, I can't retire and just sit in front of the TV. It's going to drive me insane. I need to be doing something. So mentally,
social engagement, yes.
Mentally, there's a good benefit there too. I had a client who retired and he just wanted to golf in retirement, but he ended up realizing that he should get a part-time job, and he just got a job as the cart guy at the golf course, so then he got to golf for free. So sometimes it allows you to do some of those things you actually want to do as well.
And I think some of the challenges, I think the first one is health insurance, because if you're only working part-time somewhere, you're likely not going to be covered on the employer health insurance. So by losing that benefit, what does that mean? Are you, able to be on your spouse's policy and covered? Do you need gap coverage like Marketplace to get you to that 65, Medicare age? There's a lot of different things to look at there, and that's something that we'll partner with Matt here at Health Solutions and bring him into that conversation. We offer that complimentary because we want to make sure that added service is there, just as you should have, making sure as a part of your plan. And so another thing, too, to be mindful of while working and maybe having Social Security, other things going on, is what does that mean for taxation? Are your Social Security benefits going to be taxed now based on earned income? So don't go at it alone.
I just had a client who stopped working, turned on Social Security, and then ended up getting a pretty nice paying job. And she's still not full retirement age. So she let Social Security know that she got this job and just received a letter from them that she owes them almost $8,000 for all the benefits that she's received this year, because with her income, all of her benefits need to be withheld. So when it's an unplanned going into semi-retirement, when you thought you were going to be fully retired, that can have those big negative effects as well.
So you got to talk through it, right? That's why we're so big on having these conversations ahead of time. And whatever you're thinking, right? Just kind of let us know. We'll run some different scenarios and some what ifs and let you know all of these things, because we could have positioned some of that conversation to say, well, in case you did want to go back, maybe we should wait on Social Security, right? Sometimes you can't help it. You've made some decisions and we're here to help you plug in after that, but we're still help find the best outlet for you.
Want weekly lessons from your money mentors? Yes. Hit the subscribe button now and listen every weekend on Wood Radio.
The opinions expressed in this program are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual or on any specific security. To determine which investments may be appropriate for you, consult your financial advisor prior to investing. Any past performance discussed during this program is no guarantee of future results. Fee-based financial planning and investment services are offered by Matson Financial Services, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Insurance products and services offered through Lakeview Financial Group, LLC, Matson Financial Services, LLC, and Lakeview Financial Group are affiliated. To find out if Matson Financial Services is licensed in your state, please call 800-536-8907.